Oh, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? It's BP here, man. Back with another video, man. Back again with another video. I hope everybody New Year's Eve is going as planned. You know, I hope everybody, have a great night. You all be safe out there, man. If you're out there traveling, man, just be safe, man. There's gonna be a lot of people drunk. It's gonna be a lot of craziness going on. I'm just gonna be chilling out at home, get my final little numbers, taken care of for this year, and looking back on like everything that I, got accomplished, thanking the man upstairs, for blessing me to be able to accomplish another year out there on the road. But I just want to touch on, touch bases with y'all. It's been a couple of days. I know I'm sorry. I've been getting my other truck together and getting my new hire in there and getting him acquainted with the new job that he's going to be doing, moving forward into 2026. But pretty much I want to talk to you all about, if you're trying to get into like buying your own truck, like things you need to look at moving into like 2026 and things that I ran into in 2025 that I didn't really run into, years was coming up to this. I've been doing this, on my own since 2017, April. And, it's just, they say, like freight, I know overall everywhere we're pretty slow, like the freight. But if you can get in somewhere, man, and you got a sweet little setup that you're already hooked up with, you might be a company driver somewhere, and you thinking about pulling the trigger, but you're on the fence about it. I say right now, like how things are going with like the fuel and, far as like the parts prices, like for maintenance, if you buying something that's not going to be new out of warranty, I would say I would just pull the trigger, man, because like we're on the up and up right now, on the operator side, and it ain't too bad. Like I could really see the light at the end of the tunnel this year. I don't really get into politics that much, but that is a huge, plays a huge factor of what we be doing out here on the roads every day. And from what I can see, like moving the type of freight that I move, man, we've been booming this year. This has been one of the best years I say since 2020. Far as product and load and rate mileage and what they giving you on the fuel tax now. Overall, like I can't really complain this year. I did pretty good, to be able to still maintain, take care of things outside of the truck and still put up a decent net of money moving forward at the rate we going. I'll be honest, if I could add another truck in 2026, I'm going to be highly thinking about adding another truck in 26 if we keep going at this rate. I'm gonna give it a couple of months. I'm not just gonna jump out there and get it going. I want to try to get this guy going and see how it goes and try to keep going from there, man. Like try to better myself from the year prior. If you're a person that want to better yourself from the year prior, I would say I will go ahead and try it, give it a swing. This is about the best time that's been, to jump in this since about 2020, because the last 3 years has been a lot of BS going on, to be honest. And this year, I could honestly say, like we have been, doing pretty good far as like overall loads, you know what I'm saying? And the rates going up and all that underbidding that everybody was doing the last 3 years, 4 years. It's not too much of that going on anymore. It's like the lanes are trying to correct themselves, if that makes sense. And the line of work that I doing, the guys that I know that pull different freights outside of the freight that I pull, everybody's doing pretty good. They really can't complain. And like I said, if you a person that was on the fence about it, like I would just go ahead and pull the trigger. Everything is becoming a lot more affordable than it was, back here last year around this time. Like everything is like coming back down, correcting itself. It is what it is on some things, but overall, I feel like, if we keep going at this rate that we're going to be, pretty much back to where we was back 2018, 19, if that makes sense. It kind of felt like for a while we was going through, going to be like a recession or whatever. But right now, everything is going good, like I say. And if you can get in somewhere where it's like a sweet deal where you can get in a mom and pop place or something that, you know, really wants you to, excel and they not trying to underbid you on loads and stuff, I would just go ahead, jump off the porch and just give me a truck, man, and see where it go. Just go from there. You ain't gotta be the juggler, it ain't gotta be nothing that's super, super expensive. Like you ain't got to jump out here and spend 50 grand on somebody. If you see something for about 20, 25 grand, hell, shit, just go ahead and swing. You know, I would swing and see where it go, man. You know, like I say, I'm not a financial advisor, but I am a person that live off, you know, the numbers. And for me, the numbers, I've been crunching them. I've been crunching them. I've been crunching them. And I've been hitting a lot of numbers that I haven't hit since 2020, like far as like maintenance and, you know, the price of fuel is going down. You know, I'm beating out those numbers. And the last time I really beat those numbers was 2020, like on far as like the rates on load availability and all that stuff. Like I'm able to, you know, pretty much average and hit my number of as I may say, my number of what I'm trying to make per day, if that make any sense for you. Everybody's number is going to be different. My number, you know, is my number for my lifestyle. Like I'm comfortable with making. I'm able to, you know, take care of my units and also, you know, do what I need to do outside back at home, you know. So, you know, I really, like I said, I can't complain about it. But, you know, if you that type of person that really want to try to jump into this and see where it go, I would just get off the porch and just jump, you know, see if you know, jump off the cliff and see if you fly, if that make any sense, you know. But, you know, I think overall, like the way it's going, it is like a light at the end of this tunnel. For a while, I was doubting it, but I never lost hope. I never lost hope in it because I do have a passion for driving. I love driving. I love what I do, and you know, I just want to shed light on things like, you know, if you're a person that's thinking about doing it, or you're a person out of school and you trying to see how it is on the outside, like I would just go ahead and do it. You know, you'll never know what you can accomplish unless you actually go out there and do it, if that make any sense. So, you know, I'm not gonna hold you all too long. I know it's New Year's Eve. I thank you all, you know, for, you know, sticking with me. And I'm sorry I haven't been putting up videos like I said I was. But I've been, you know, I've been having a lot of stuff going on. I've been trying to get this guy, you know, going in the truck, get him acquainted with, you know, his new job and what I expect from him, and, you know, get him to learning the new truck. So, you know, just bear with me a bit. I know moving into this year, I'm going to be crunching it every day. I'm going to be dropping content. I'm going to be dropping you all giblets of things that's actually going on out here in the life of, you know, an owner operator. If you got a question about, you know, on the company side, what's the best route of, you know, doing things, I'm going to be bringing a lot of different topics all the time, every day on this channel. It do get sometimes overwhelming trying to come up with you know, a question or something. I ask a lot of buddies, you know, for different things. You know, if you want to drop a comment below, if you got a question about something, I'll make a video about it, like I stated in a lot of my videos, and you know, we could just go from there. But like I say, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for, you know, being with me on these last like almost a month now I've been doing YouTube. So I thank you all for subbing up. I thank you all for sharing my videos. I thank you all for liking my videos, man. And I'm be dropping content daily. All 2026, I'm going up. I'm dropping videos for y'all all the time. And you all be safe tonight. Be safe tonight. Be safe tonight. And I love you all. And I'll be back. If not tomorrow, for sure Friday, I'll be out here running in my truck. I'll be back in blue running on Friday, dropping another video for you all. And if you could like, subscribe, and share my content. I'm dropping videos every day, 2026. I love you guys. I love you all once again. This is BP signing out with another vid. I'll see y'all in 2026. Happy New Year to all y'all, and I love you. I'm out, y'all. Peace.